I'm going to be taking a look at this new set of JBL marine speakers. These are the model MS6200. I have one right here for you to take a look at, and we're going to go into detail on what we see and what we do and do not like about these speakers. As for JBL's loudspeakers on marine use, they have a very limited selection of these products, but with good reason, okay? Just so if you do or if you do not know, this lineup, in my opinion, is basically JBL's answer to a middle-of-the-road marine solution. If you're looking for something that's more high-end, I'm going to advise you to look into the Clarions, or you're going to look into the Infinity. The Infinity 612M would be the comparable to this model here, which is the MS6200, which is the one I'm going to be reviewing right now. Both are made by Harman Audio. Looking at the specifications on this here speaker, I want to show you what you can expect. So if you're replacing or upgrading a set of speakers, on your depth you got 2 7/8. Your overall width, you got just under 7 1/4. If you want to know what the grill height is, just about 3/4 of an inch right there. And if you need to know the spacing between the screws, now again, this one here has not 6 but 4 screws. So if you're going to have to, if you have a 6 screw type of speaker deal, use one as your judgment, as your first one to measure off of, and use these measurements accordingly. But center to center from screw to screw is 6 1/4. That's exactly 6 1/4. Side to side, if you want to know, might as well have it out. You got 4 3/4. So there's your measurements on this new JBL. Let's begin by looking at the composition of the speaker, how it's constructed. Like a covered basket, they did a treated tweeter and woofer in one shot, and they have an integrated cover, so it's not like you can actually mount these speakers and clip on the grill. So if you ever want to clean all the little bugs and spider webs and things that just have a tendency to accumulate in your boat, if your boat's like my boat, it can be a little difficult cleaning these. I can see that, but then again, most speakers on the market share the same problem, so can't really pick on it too much. But again, take it from me, this here, in my opinion, is a middle-of-the-road solution. The woofer and the tweeter, both of them are polypropylene in composition. I believe this to be a rubber surround. As far as I can tell from my experience, it doesn't really explain to you much in the paperwork, which is lackluster. And I've also done some research on the website, and I've looked in JBL's specifications. I was unable to find a lot of information. So we got a polypropylene dome, and we have a woofer, so there's a lack of either a silk or an aluminum or something really bright. As far as tweeter goes, you're not going to find that hard, brash aluminum. If you really like bright sound, you might find an absence of that. Some of that in the speaker. However, it does have some good highs, and it will give you good low frequency, because this woofer, for this material, I know for a fact, which resembles the Infinity and some other speakers that I've seen in my past, this is basically what they're all about these days. And this design, where they have this one-piece basket, actually does hold up and does create a whole lot of low end, so it's good for that. And I've seen other people, real-time reviews of real users who actually own the speaker and use it and took the time to make their own reviews. So take it from me, I've already read them. I'll just pass the information to you, that a lot of people are very happy with these speakers just because they give you a lot of low-end frequency response, and that's a good thing. So it'll save you money if you're looking to buy an amp and a set of speakers, or just an upgraded set of speakers like this. This is going to give you a good amount of low-end frequencies. On the downside, they only handle 60 watts RMS. On my test with an amplifier, whether it be something like this, a JBL 60 watt amp, I mean, I'm going to give you a separate review on this particular product right here, as well as this speaker, but these two, in theory, should work as a system. That amplifier, which is rated at 60 watts, and the speaker, which is rated at 60 watts, that amplifier will actually overpower these speakers. And an even better made amplifier, such as an Infinity or a Clarion, or some other brands which are made for marine use, like Alpine or Kenwood, some Sony stuff, would definitely blow these speakers away. So 60 watts RMS is not realistic in my opinion. I think they're really more of around 35 to 40 before they really start clipping and just going to hell. But still, that's pretty damn good, because on a typical audio system you get stock with a boat, they're usually running about half of that. So twice that is a significant upgrade and a very big difference in audio quality. So You got the polypropylene woofer cone, the dome tweeter, which is you got an integrated grill assembly, which is all one piece. This is not separatable. Yeah, separatable. Okay. So you can't take it apart and clean it and do that kind of stuff. You mount it up, one shot, that's it. It does come with the stainless steel mounting hardware with the speed clips for each speaker, which is perfect. The screws, you will see some of the screws, so it's a little less than the best looking, but you know, again, middle of the road. This is what middle of the road offers these days. The frequency response in these speakers is 50 to 20,000 hertz, which is pretty much typical about just about any speaker out there. 60 watts RMS, I'm not a firm believer. I believe it to be more 35, 40, but you know, hey, boxes are there to lie to you. 180 watts peak power, which of course, you know, I'm not gonna waste my time on that. But that's pretty much it, man. I mean, JBL makes a pretty nice little speaker. What's really good about the speaker, and I gotta admit it to, you know, anybody, JBL has a really good design, and I really wish that Infinity would have done the same thing. The Infinity line, which is now the 612M, went with this really weird chrome basket, and I don't like that. Most people have white gel coat finishes, and this matches. This would look actually normal in a boat, and it's a shame, because I really think that Harman could have done a nicer job, and they probably would have increased their sales many times over if they would have just stuck with a more traditional style such as this one right here, because this does look good. JBL has a good name, and you know, who wouldn't like it? I mean, Bazooka has a similar product out there which looks almost identical. It's almost like they took the same school and did their designs exactly the same. You know, Kenwood's got their own thing, and I think that they have a really nice design, so you might want to look into them. Also, Clarion, of course. Clarion Marine has always had almost the sweetest looking style marine stuff going back since way back when. So, you know, for the money, if you can get yourself a good deal on a set, man, go for it, because I really think they're good. I like JBL. I love Harman as a company. So there you have it, man. If you liked the video, give it a like. If you didn't like the video, give it a like.